Imagine this. You're driving into a forest where no one dares to go. Fog so thick you can't see your own hands, and an old farmhouse waiting silently, with a door you're told never to open. That night changed everything for us. And what we saw, nobody should ever see. Hi, I'm Adnan, and I bring real horror stories sent by viewers to life. The one I'm about to tell you isn't fiction, it's terrifyingly real. We were a group of cousins and childhood friends. Eid had just ended, and we were craving a short escape. Someone suggested a road trip. Ideas bounced around Naranswat, even Kashmir, but eventually we settled on we wanted a farmhouse, something secluded so we could have freedom, no hortos, no strangers, just us. After days of searching online, Fahad found an old farmhouse outside the main town. Normally, nobody stayed there. It was the kind of place locals avoided, saying strange things happened at night. The owner was away, and we'd have the keys. Only one warning. There's a locked room inside. Don't open it. He repeated it nervously, almost begging. Of course, we laughed it off. Teenagers and 20-somethings, thrill seekers, nothing could scare us, or so we thought. The drive was picturesque. Hills rolled by, fog thickened, and the winding roads got quieter. By the time we reached the farmhouse, the sun was dipping behind the mountains. The old building seemed harmless in daylight. Wide wooden doors, cracked windows, and overgrown grass. We unpacked, explored the rooms, joked about the locked one. Maybe there's treasure in there, one of us said. Laughter echoed, but deep down a chill ran down our spines. The forest outside was silent, oppressive. That night we sat outside the farmhouse around a small fire. The fog crept closer, swallowing the lawn, turning the trees into black silhouettes. Somewhere in the distance, a soft shuffle like footsteps on dry leaves sent everyone freezing. We tried to ignore it, laughed nervously, but no one moved. The sound came again, closer this time. Two of us went to check. Nothing. Only the fog, the trees, and the whisper of wind. Or was it whispering voices? Inside, the locked room became a magnet for fear. Threads, charms, and old papers tied to the handle made it feel forbidden. We argued about opening it, half in curiosity, half in fear. Then lights flickered. The generator hummed, but shadows in the hallway twisted unnaturally. Every door creaked, every floorboard groaned, every gust of wind sounded like it was part of the house. The locked room's door rattled slightly, as if something inside wanted out. Around midnight, the real terror began. We were trying to sleep. Some of us on couches, some on floor mattresses, and then whispering. Soft, indecipherable, coming from inside the house. Not outside, inside. A shadow moved across the hallway. When we turned, nothing. But every time we looked away, it shifted again. The air grew colder, heavier, like the house itself was breathing on us. One of the girls swore she saw a pale figure in the corner of her eye. Another claimed she heard footsteps pacing slowly around the locked room. Panic set in, but we couldn't leave. The fog outside had thickened to the point where cars were barely visible. We debated opening the locked room. Half of us screamed, half begged to peek. Finally, one brave cousin Fahad tried to turn the key. He didn't even get it halfway. A sudden, deafening sound shook the house like a door slamming from the inside. We froze. Something inside the room was alive, waiting. Every attempt to sleep ended in terror. Doors opened by themselves, windows rattled, shadows whispered. The fog pressed against the walls. By 4 a.m., exhausted and terrified, we packed our bags silently. None of us spoke. Our phones barely worked. Even videos taken during the night seemed distorted, echoing whispers that weren't ours. We left the keys on the porch and drove away. Not a word was exchanged. The forest swallowed the farmhouse behind us, fog drifting in and out, like the house was inhaling and exhaling in rhythm with the night. Even months later, thinking about that night gives me chills. You can never unsee what the forest and the farmhouse show you. Some places are empty in daylight, but alive at night. And that locked room, we never found out what was inside, and I don't think we ever want to.